Hey everybody, what's going on?
Hey guys, welcome back. Kevin,
Joe.
we are back with episode 5 of Ted Lasso.
Oh yeah, this show's been nothing but great the
Oh, yeah.
entire time. Looking forward to see the dynamics between the team going forward. Obviously, I feel like we had a real breakthrough in the last episode.
Yeah, a little bit between particularly Jamie and Roy, but we'll kind of see where that goes. I feel like Rebecca's coming around a little bit too.
Yeah.
After like she's maybe starting to understand that her enemy isn't actually the team or anyone involved, but her ex-husband. If you really did to have an enemy for her,
Absolutely, and her and Keeley though, their relationship is it's something special.
yeah,
Sure.
I love it. It's a non-competitive relationship between two, very successful, powerful, confident women that are supportive of each other.
They've got each other's back.
Right, which is not something you see a lot on television. Usually,
No.
the trope of the frenemies is kind of what dominates sitcoms
Like
now.
they're usually out to get each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In some way, competing for men or competing for attention or jobs or whatever. And these two aren't. They're just kind of helping each other out, which I really do like. Um, this show, as some people have pointed out, is a tough one not to binge. This is a really good show.
Tough.
This is one of. I mean, we're watching several shows. It's like, man, I just love to sit down and just run right through them.
Yeah.
But this is definitely one of them that's in that group. And I'm a binger by nature. I love binging shows.
Well, today, especially with like everything that's available today.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard not to just consume all of it at once.
Right. We would like to welcome 2 new patron subscribers. So Genesis and Kat, thank you.
Welcome, guys.
Really appreciate it. Absolutely. For those of you interested in full-length reactions to this or our other content, please check out a link to our Patreon in the description below. For those of you watching on YouTube, please like, comment, and especially subscribe. We are well on our way, and it really does help us out. We really do appreciate it. No kidding. We really do.
It's fun reading the comments and
oh yeah, I love the engagement on
there.
both YouTube and Patreon. We're getting a lot of comments. It's fun to engage with people, and after a lot of the shows, we learn a lot of new information from people and have some interesting discussions, which I really do enjoy. It's kind of the fun of communal television,
especially
watching.
On some of our smaller shows we're doing too.
Absolutely,
learning lots of new stuff.
Yeah. If you are going to watch on Patreon, you will need your own copy to play along stream to sync up with ours.
Copyright laws.
So you will need Apple TV Plus probably to watch this. Which is where we're watching it.
Unless you're bootlegging it, then kudos.
Immediately think about my wife telling me that my constant optimism is too much.
Oh, I can see that.
Sharing of...
Yeah.
She's reluctantly starting to love him. I'll die in that hill that she's starting to love him.
She's got her biscuits, her tea.
She's not trying to run him out of the room anymore when he's sitting there.
What kind of underwear is that?
No. You can't get mad. You broke up with me.
Like 24 hours ago.
Oh my God, it's been a day?
It was nice to meet you.
I like how she wasn't like mean to the girl about her, you know.
Come on, Sam was more open than the jar of peanut butter on my kitchen counter.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's right. Y'all don't know I like to keep the peanut butter open. That way, whenever I walk by, I can just stick my finger in it.
What?
It's a fucking good idea, to be fair.
Yeah. Look, when Sam... Practice is canceled. Oh, you got it. Ooh,
oh, he's cute.
What the heck? Now look at this. I mean, you got teeth now? And you can talk?
If any of the other players needed some branding work done, is that something you'd be interested in? Men give each other jobs in toilets all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Employment. What is it you're doing again?
I'm sort of famous for being almost famous.
Exactly what she means.
I do too.
Plenty of people that are like...
There are a lot of people
famous.
in America that are famous for being almost famous.
Yeah.
Hello, please.
It is very cool, isn't
Yeah.
it? If that was down the street, I'd be there every day.
You're right.
Probably should be. Well, I'm sorry about that.
How was all the time?
That was the whole
he's
time!
actually so nice.
I have to hang out with that prick. The fact that you would choose to be with him is frankly mind-blowing.
I'm not with him. We broke up. We're working together, actually. And who asked you anyway, huh? I'll make sure I text you. Anytime I have to make a decision, yeah?
But Sam was wide open. Like, that's what I'm dealing with.
I love Roy.
It's the shout that for everybody.
Day. I wake up hoping that I'll feel the way I felt in the beginning. You know I will.
Ready to go!
That's rough.
At what point do you let her go? You know, if she just doesn't feel that way about you, I mean, like, you can... She's trying.
She's a sweet woman, and that's what she's waiting on, is him to be like, look, You don't have to keep trying like this.
She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to hurt him.
Right.
Sorry. Hold your horse there, amigo. You mind if I get your take on something?
Oh, wow, of course. Very exciting.
I love that they're including him.
I know.
Invited 28 years,
Oh.
5 boys, 3 dogs, 1 20-year-old cat whose impending death will wreck me emotionally, and
Yeah.
1 small house that manages to fit us all in it.
Yeah.
With the right person, even the hard times are easy.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Someone call 911. I want to report a truth bomb.
Yeah.
This time I
What he's got like those little moments of like goodness. Like
That
you just
wasn't
told
it.
you just told a kid, yeah, I'll be for you. Then he always like dials
Well, he
it
told
back.
he was telling Ted it's not for the team is what he was doing right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. It's just for me usually.
Yeah.
Because he sucks.
Come on, Jimmy. He finds space. He has Obisanya on the right. No, he's doing it himself.
That's why you can't bench him. See, his own team hates him.
I want to bench Jamie,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to do without checking with you first.
But, Ted, you're the manager, so whatever you decide, you have my full support.
Thanks, boss. All right.
Oh,
Oh,
I love
that's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, it is.
We need to change. And look, I know change can be scary. Most of the time, change is a good thing. I think that's what it's all about. That everyone in your life can move forward theirs.
Oh,
You just have that
he's having that moment.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can truly help her be happy. Obviously, by her, I'm referring to lady football.
Good save.
And now it's a term of
Back in
endearment.
the 80s, bad meant good.
Who was president back then?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan? The actor?
You walk me right into that.
I love Pierce.
Oh my god, that was awesome. That's a pretty good impression
Yeah.
of Christopher Lloyd, too.
Shell, there's something I could do or something I could say that would make you be happy. Just being with me, I'd do it. You don't have to keep trying anymore. It's okay. I'm gonna be okay. I promised myself I would never quit anything in my life.
But you're not quitting, Ted. You're just letting me go.
Man, that's just great television, great filmmaking,
Yeah.
great writing.
Yeah, it was.
Old Beard.
Yeah, good old beard there for him.
He's the best wingman ever.
Yeah, he is. Really sad on YouTube. I'm going to have to cut the song out on this because it's perfect.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Lots of discussion to be had about that.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in that
I
episode.
was gonna start the next one. Hold on.
Yeah, just close it.
There we go. I'll just hit the space bar. We're good. Lots of discussion to be had. So they finally won their first game, which is great. The message of it is once you let go and accept your surroundings, then you can move on and have some success, I guess.
I guess.
I mean, Jamie was their best player,
Right.
but he was hurting them.
He still could be. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to be gone. He was just out of that game. Maybe he comes around and realizes. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
I would hope so because
Right.
they've already stated that he's a young guy.
Right.
He's cocky.
He is their best player. You don't want to just get rid of that.
For sure.
So I hope because we talked before in the last episode that Jamie and Rebecca both seem like they can, grow, and become more complete, healthy people. The only person we really didn't think that about was Rupert. And I'm still not sold on the fact that Rupert has anything resembling humanity in him. But Jamie does. He's an idiot, but he's a young idiot.
He's the one that's the most reluctant, though.
He is, of course.
I think he's been given many, many opportunities.
Right.
Ted has leveled with him several times.
Oh.
And,
we'll see. I do like how the end there was handled. While it was gut wrenching, I really like the fact that in most Hollywood divorces, especially in comedies like this, there's almost always a good guy and a bad guy in a breakup. There's always someone that you can blame and hate, and sometimes it's the protagonist and sometimes it's not. But this is a more honest one of the most honest ones I can think of that I've ever seen on film, in that no one's to blame. They just
happens.
didn't fit together anymore.
Yeah.
No one's guilty. No one's responsible. No one's the bad guy. And I absolutely loved how they handled that.
Yeah,
they could have easily made his wife the bad guy.
They didn't at all.
Right.
She was trying.
Right.
And it was,
yeah.
he was the one that was like, okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Like, I get it. You've done more than I can ask you to do.
And this show's so incredible in the sense that, like, even in, like, the most heart-wrenching of scenes like that, it manages to have this optimism about it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's incredible. It really is. Like, it's kind of making me well up a little bit now just thinking about it, because how
yeah, it got me.
How gentle that really is, how touching and how smart that is.
Well, and I really like the fact that they still managed to sandwich jokes around that scene. Like the joke right before Beard's Doc Brown impression was awesome. I did not see that coming. That was killer. And then to wrap it up, at the end, and like when everything's just broken, that old guy to walk by and call him a wanker, but tell him he did a good job. It's just thank you for that moment. That moment.
Yeah.
God, what a great show this is.
We should touch upon the Keely Roy thing. I think we kind of
if
that's been telegraphed for
right?
The
Yeah,
last
it's been
episodes.
it's been.
It feels like a confirmation.
At least that there's some interest there, sure.
Sure.
Like we I feel like Keely was more obvious from her than for him before, because Roy just doesn't let his emotions out at all, other than anger.
I know it's great,
and the fact that he went up to her at the car to apologize after she apologized to him in the last episode and talked about accountability.
Yeah,
I think it's there.
Whether or not they go forward, because if Jamie is still part of the team, I think Roy's interest is what's best for the team,
right?
And he's made that very clear. And I think that if Jamie is still part of that team, he will not be with Keely.
I don't know that Jamie cares at all about Keely. I mean, he was sleeping with another girl the next day, but
that is true. If it's going to cause contention, that's one thing. But if Jamie's like, whatever.
I mean, that's what he said right when she dumped him. She's like, whatever. That was exactly what he said.
At the house.
And he had a girl at the house that night.
He can't really be mad about it.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's, they're all adults.
And, and honestly, who cares how Jamie feels about it? It's not his business.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is so hard not to binge this show because I just want to see what happens next.
Right.
But if he is part of the team, great. If he's not, great. That's kind of where I'm at with Jamie.
Well, I think the actor and the performance are so good that I don't think you can just get rid of him.
No, there's the thing. Jamie's cockiness is so irritating but hilarious at the same time.
Right.
Like he's literally on the field screaming, "Me!"
I would wager
that's pretty on the nose.
Yeah, I would wager we're not done with him.
No,
and I think he's going to be Ted's toughest case to crack as far as getting buy-in. But I don't think he's gone.
The season ends with Ted finally getting Jamie to be on his side. That would be great. I mean,
that's my guess. I don't know. But man, this was a good one. This was such a good episode of television. Yeah. I don't even know how long that was. It felt like a longer episode.
I think it was just 37 minutes is what it said.
Wow.
They packed that much storytelling in 37 minutes.
They did a lot. Any rate, thanks for being here, guys. We'll see you next week for the next one.
We'll be here.